Hey guys, it's Odysseus here, and today we're looking at my top 5 beginner tips for Monopoly. Now, it doesn't matter if you're playing on the classic board or on a console like me. It also won't make a difference where in the world or what version of the game you're playing. Personally, I've recorded this on the UK version of the game, with London streets and London stations. However, I know there are quite a lot of popular versions around the world. For this reason, I'll refer to the colours rather than the names of the specific streets or stations, so that we can avoid any confusion. Also, I'm not going to refer to any type of currency like dollars or pounds. I'll just refer to the number on the face of the card. So, without any further ado, let's get into this. Intro?
Dice.
Tip number 5. Go for the stations. When you have all of the stations, if someone lands on you, they have to pay you 200. This isn't usually a large portion of anyone's money, but the stations are good for a number of reasons. Firstly, the stations are the only set with 4 cards, so statistically you're most likely to land on a station. Speaking of likelihood to land on a station, as the stations are spread out equally across the board, when you roll the dice, there's always the possibility of landing on a station. Also, there's a chance card that will play in your favour. These say, advance to the nearest station and pay double the amount owed. This will net you a cool 400. Another one also directs you to a specific station, but without the double forfeit. For all of these reasons combined mean that the stations are among the first sets that I go for. Tip number 4, the light blue cards. The light blue set is pretty decent. Although this is one of the lower sets, the houses on this row are only 50. So once you get the set, you can get 4 houses on each property fairly easily. As this is a low set, you might be able to sneak under the radar, so to speak, whilst others pursue more valuable sets further along the board. In terms of earning potential, each hit on one of these with 4 houses on nets between 400 and 450. So although it's low on the board, it's quite a good little earner. I know what some of you are thinking, why not hotel them up to earn more? Well, that leads me nicely to my next tip. Tip number 3. You don't necessarily need to upgrade to hotels. When someone lands in your hotel, you get the biggest financial reward. However, I don't think it's always a good idea to upgrade to them. Hear me out. There are a limited number of houses on the board, 32 to be exact. If you are able to get 4 houses down on a few property sets, these houses soon become very scarce. Once they've run out, there's no way anyone can buy the houses. That is, until you've upgraded to hotels and somewhere between 4 and 12 houses that go back into the mix and are available for purchase. My tip is to get as many houses down as possible to the point where there is none left. Then, when you have another set you want to start building on, providing you have the money to build up, upgrade to hotels on your original set and then immediately purchase the houses on your new set, so you again have a monopoly on the housing market. Repeat this cycle until everyone else hands you their cards or runs off crying. Tip number 2, stay in jail. It's a dangerous world out there. Once all the property is purchased, it's very likely going to land on someone else's property and have to pay them. Well, when you're in jail, you can still collect your rent. So if someone lands on one of your properties, they're still going to have to pay up. Never pay your way out of jail unless you're in need of purchasing a property. Roll the dice, see if you get a double. If not, meh, who cares? Relax, you're taking a well-earned break on taxpayers' money. Tip number 1, buy aggressively. The clue is in the title. This game is about getting a monopoly over the other players on the board. To do this, you need to buy up every property you can. It doesn't matter if you're pursuing that colour or if someone else has already got one of those colour. If you land on it, you should buy it. Once you control that street, you're crippling whoever's going for that colour. Also, if you have to, you can use those for trading with other players if they're holding one of the cards that you want. I can't stress this enough. If you land on it, buy it. Right guys, that's all for my top 5 beginner tips for Monopoly. I hope this has helped you in some way to beat down your nearest and dearest. What are your top beginner tips for Monopoly? Please help me become a better player by sharing some of your tips in the comment section below. If you want to see more videos like this one, don't forget to hit that subscribe button. Until next time, peace out.